Good day, everyone. Today, I would like to discuss with you something that is really serious that is taking place in our world today, and something that is very dear to my heart: child sexual abuse or child molestation. As a survivor of child sexual abuse and child sex or child molestation, um, a few years ago, I decided to write a children's book talking about that. The book, um, The Adventures of Chocolate Sunshine, was actually I had came up with a African American female superhero, and she deals with issues in this book that um, is non-traditional issues that are affecting children that we just don't want to discuss. So one of the topics in the book that is discussed is pertaining to child sexual abuse. A little boy is being touched by his mother's boyfriend. The thing about it was that when I went to first submit it to publishers, no one was interested in it because, oh, that's not what we want to talk about. So I had other plans. So I waited a couple of years and then decided, you know what? I'll become my own publisher. And I published my book. It's not on the number one top selling list yet, but it does sell. And it starts conversations, and hopefully I hope to get it into some schools so it can be taught to children or talked about. The other book that I came up with was The Journey of the Invisible Brown Girl. This story actually um, is my story being told by a third person. And again, no one wants to talk about sexual abuse. For some odd reason, they take it personal. They don't want to face the facts that people that they know are sexually abusing someone else they know. And it appears that the only time people want to get mad about it or talk about it is if it's happening to someone that they love or know. So, anyway, so no one really wants to read about it and learn about it. However, this is stuff that is taking place still as of today. My abuse took place many years ago when I was a child, of course, and it's still happening today. So I have a few things that maybe you would also get mad about. Okay, on the heels of a pandemic, we head into the holiday seasons. We need to pay attention to what is happening. Not only are we not taking this pandemic serious, but other things are happening as well. The pandemic has kept people isolated and indoors. Families have lost income, loved ones, and homes, as well as businesses. Now, something even worse. The holiday season is a difficult time for many. Add this to a pandemic. No one is leaving their home. A perfect breeding ground for sexual predators. It is safer for children to be outdoors instead of indoors so that we can be aware of their safety or be aware of what is taking place. No one wants to be molested. It is, according to a report done by Interpol at interpol.int, COVID-19 has impacted child sexual exploitation and abuse across the world. Things like closure of schools and virtual learning, limited access to community support resources, child care, and educational personnel makes it difficult for distracting and reporting cases of abuse. The increase of children online has increased children being sexually victimized. There is an increase of child sexual exploitation for payment online. There is also an increase of children being abused by others when placed in their care when a parent is hospitalized because of COVID-19. In USA Today, October the 26th, 2020 edition, Lieutenant John Pizzario, I hope I say this name right, of New Jersey Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force stated, many millions of images and videos of children and even newborn babies being raped and abused, or of children coerced into performing sex acts on camera all across the internet. And it's not just strangers. Your predators are not just online or strangers. According to the childcenter.com, 90% of sexual abuse occurs by someone the child knows and trusts. The Boy Scouts of America just went bankrupt because of lawsuits filed against them for sexual abuse. The Catholic Church is in an uproar because of the child sexual abuse scandal. But they're not the only ones. Priests, pastors, police officers, daycare workers, firefighters, aunts, uncles, parents, your next door neighbor can be a predator. Someone right now is sexually abusing a child in their care. During the holidays, even more things take place. This year will be even worse because families will be isolated at home. No one wants to be molested. One child, one adult situations need to be avoided. 80% of sexual abuse occurs in this type of situation, according to the childcenter.com. This also goes for a long time with other youth. 30% of child sexual abuse is perpetrated by other youth. Yes, children do sexually molest other children. Please pay attention as we continue to go through this pandemic and holidays. According to Wikipedia.com, 15 to 25% of women and 5 to 15% of men in North America alone were sexually abused as children. 30% were relatives that abused them. 60% were other acquaintances, such as friends of the family, babysitters, neighbors, or other children. Only 10% were strangers. So tell if something doesn't look right. Speak up when you see something wrong. Protect our children, because these are all our children, even if it's not your own child. For more resources and information, you can contact Stop It Now at stopitnow.org. Or you can contact 911, or you can also contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline at area code 1-800-656-4673. Don't let this keep continuing happening to children. Please make a difference. Please get angry. Have a good one.